Some people on the internet tend to invent fictional mysteries about strange events occurring. However, every so often one of these mysteries end up being true, such as when a user made this post on Reddit. Before this video starts, make sure to subscribe to this channel, and if you don't want to, it's completely fine. It's the date July 11, 2012, and a post was uploaded to r/AskReddit claiming a homeless man had handed the user $50 in this note. The strange note was discovered to be a Bifid cipher. Bifid ciphers are usually used for encryption. When the note was decoded, the note read, "There's plenty more money to make. Figure this out and meet July 19, 56th and 6th hot dog stand outside Rue Cafe. Ask for Mr. Input." This raised a lot of questions on who this Mr. Input was. Nevertheless, the user decided to attend the assigned meeting along with many of Redditors that turned up. There were reportedly no signs of Mr. Input in the designated area. The only thing that was ended up having been retrieved was another Bifid cipher note. The Bifid note read, "You have managed to find the message with the help of friends. You changed the rules now, so will I. July 12, 4 p.m. Find the Blue Jay at 6.5 and 56th and tell him you were the last." So there was now two unknown people involved with the Bifid cipher mystery, which were Mr. Input and Blue Jay. Blue Jay was allegedly discovered to be a professor from Columbia who is named Fred. Meanwhile, Mr. Input's username was translated to have the same IP address as the U.S. Department of Defense. The Reddit user's phone number also ended up corresponding to the U.S. Department of Defense's phone number. For some reason, there seems to be a lot of association with the U.S. Department of Defense. Not long after the meeting, the owner of the original Reddit post edited it, claiming he had received a phone call that threatened violence against him and his family, and even managed to name the members of his family. He also told the user to tell the other Redditors to not show up on July 19th as nothing would end up happening. After all this, people were still confused on what the whole entire purpose of the note was. Furthermore, why was there so many connections with the United States Department of Defense? Unfortunately, the Bifid cipher mystery was never cleared up, so none of those questions have actually been answered as of now, but I have some theories as to why this mystery could have occurred. My first theory: it could have been a recruitment scheme by some sort of organization to hire people who can decipher encryption, which explains why they got mad when the user asked the internet for help instead of deciphering it himself. There are some contradictions to this theory, however, such as, why would they attempt to hire some random person of the street instead of actually looking for actual professional code breakers? Unless it was a group that wanted to use the user for some criminal activities and would have paid him in return for his services, hence why they put the note in a cipher instead of actual letters so the police don't find out. My second theory is that the U.S. Department of Defense may have staged the whole mystery, since both the user's phone number and Mr. Input's name seem to somehow have a connection towards the U.S. Department of Defense. Since the user's phone number corresponds to a hex of the U.S. Department of Defense, then that proves that he might have been in on it the whole time. My third theory is that the user faked the entire mystery and that everything was planned out and staged. It would make sense since we never see a Mr. Input show up during the meeting between the user and the Redditors and Mr. Input. They only have found another Bifid cipher note asking for another meeting to meet someone referred to as Blue Jay, whom we also never meet since the second meeting was postponed by the user himself because of threats he supposedly received from the people who made the notes. This could mean this whole thing was a hoax due to never meeting Mr. Input and Blue Jay. And the fact that the second meeting was postponed shows that the user may have ran out of ideas and just abandoned expanding on the mystery altogether by using the threats to his family as an excuse. I personally believe in the second theory because all the associations with the United States Department of Defense can't be a coincidence. I think they might have had something to do with the Bifid cipher mystery, although I don't know what they were hoping to achieve with all this. Make sure to let me know your theories behind the Bifid cipher rabbit hole in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.